No, okay, wrestle. Okay, so the climb behind. This is my favorite takedown. It's tough to learn because it's until you get it, it's going to be loose. But once you get it, it's a takedown I can hit on pretty much the majority of the guys that I wrestle, and it never puts me in bad position. So if a guy can shut it down, that's good for him. He's not going to score on me while I'm trying it. Unlike another type of move, like a low single, where it's either, yeah, I get in on him great and I win, or he sprawls on me when I shoot, and now I'm in big trouble. Okay? So this type of high percentage takedown is I'm a big fan of. So let's take a look at how we get it. We're going to get a Russian tie-up. Right now, let's start with control tie-up. We just take it, both hands hold tight. I start pushing in. This is called the control tie-up. If you see the hand coming across, grabs on top. If I have this, I can completely stand up out of my stance and hold it to my chest. Anything Jermaine does right now, if he tries to shoot on me, go ahead, shoot. All I have to do is pass his arm. Do it again. Okay. All I have to do from the control tie-up, right, is keep his arm in between me and him. So if he goes to shoot, try to get my legs. Boom. Try to actually get in on my legs. Right? Doesn't really matter to me if he's in here. I'm going to be able to win that scramble. So we're going to go control tie-up. We're going to hold it tight, and I'm going to start walking into him. If he pushes back into me, with his, put your head into me. Right? That's where we're going to move into my Russian. And we're going to wrestle from here. Now, here's the climb behind from the Russian. So I go control tie-up. I get to my Russian. I'm going to start immediately putting pressure down on it. I want to pull him down the entire time. I start pulling him down. The hand here is going to let go, re-grab as high as I can, and again be pulling down. I'm going to switch hands around the back. Let's take a look at that again a little slower. Russian tie-up, lock, start pulling down, climb up, pulling down again, keep wrestling against me, right, around the back. Now all I have to do to put more pressure is turn my hips away a little bit. I'll bring him down to his hands and I can lock my body lock. Now the other thing that might happen here a lot, right, is I'm here looking for it and he'll be stepping back this near leg, right, so I can't really get behind him. What I like to do here, if he's doing that, is just inside trip to my body lock. Okay, it's pretty nice. One more time, control tie-up. Russian start hitting my climb behind, he's stepping that leg back. Little hip bump, I get right behind him. Now, here's another thing that might happen. Very often he's controlling, let's say he's controlling this wrist. So I'm here and he's controlling this, control this one. I can still do my climb behind from there if he's grabbing me there. Right? It doesn't matter if he's grabbing me, I can still get to it. So I don't have to really pay much attention to him if he's grabbing his wrist. It's not going to do much. If he's grabbing this inside wrist, which I think is a very good defense to the Russian, he can grab either inside wrist or inside fingers. They'll both shut me down here. They'll shut most of my shots down here. I can still get my climb behind. What I have to do to get this arm out is take the back of my hand and run it up his back. And he can't chase his hand into his own armpit. He loses his flexibility there. So let's take a look at that from the back. We go control tie up, Russian, start putting pressure, climb up. Now right here, instead of going down, I pull up. It comes out, and score. Now I show a couple other ways that I like to get into this, right? Standard way to get a Russian tie-up. Guy grabs a collar tie-up on me. I just reach back and throw the shoulder. Boom. Then I'm into it. Okay? Another way, we're working from the Beef Wellington, that reinforced underhook we talked about before. I have an underhook, he has an overhook. I lock it up, I reinforce it, and he climbs over it. Boom, there we are in our climb behind. Okay? Another way this will work, here we are. He's in on a single say. He's trying to step over and hit the limp arm. Go. Steps over, tries to hit the limp arm, limps his arm. I catch it. Here we are. Now we're in the same climb behind position on our knees. I can get to a body lock over here and win the scramble. Last way, this is one of my favorites, is I make him take the bait. So he's in a stance on my stance. I'll put my hand up on his head. A lot of guys will grab with one hand instead of two. When they grab with one hand, all I have to do is re-grab, Russian. Again, look. Keep facing, keep facing. Other side. I leave that bait up there a lot. I'll know right away at the beginning of the match whether or not it's a good idea, because if Jermaine grabs both hands, oh, now he's the one with the control tie, but it wasn't smart for me to hold my hand up there. So I'll bait someone, I'll see if they're a one-hand guy or a two-hand reacher. Normally someone who does something once will continue doing it in a match. So you'll know right away whether it's a good idea or not. Last time, one more time, full move. My favorite takedown.